Happy Sunday, Wiley here, checking in live with my reflections, notes from the field. This is my life. These are my experiences on this PhD information science journey. As a person that's a candidate, as a person that's currently writing the findings for my analysis, findings for my dissertation, which is basically the analysis where I'm at right now. So today's Sunday. It's been a great day. I got a great chance to go to the Qual Scholars Writing Retreat today, and I got some great writing poems in. I was really reflective. So I always, one, appreciate the community of Qual Scholars, Dr. Marvette Lacey, and all of the community members, as well as the Wells Group, which is basically like the psychology, counseling, social work PhD students, people who finished their PhD, or working on their master's, or therapist group. They're great too. So I found different community groups to plug into, which has been helpful because the journey in itself is very isolating. Even when you have people around to support you, friends, have a wife, have family members, it's still you and that dissertation, or as I call it, me and Bay. And she's so demanding. And I also want to break up because I've spent so much time with that dissertation. So where I'm at right now is I am working on the findings. I did semi-structured interviews, and I did critical technocultural discourse analysis of podcast episodes, and I'm on the findings from the podcast episodes, analyzing Fag Talk and Hood Rat to Head Rap is what I'm analyzing. And one of the things that I was thinking about today is I was, thinking, well, what did I accomplish today? What did I produce? How are we doing? How are we feeling? And realizing how much of the experience is writing in uncertainty, because I've never, written a dissertation before. And I've never done this method before. So you're writing with that, even though I have, Dr. Brock is on my committee. He saw my early conceptual walkthrough for the episodes and has said that it's fine. I'm doing, keep at it, keep going. And I don't know, sometimes I'm like, what else do I want them to say? I don't know. Sometimes I'm wondering, do I want them to tell me it's wrong? Am I doing it wrong? I don't. And it's no place to hide. And when I say no place to hide, it's because this is what Wiley thinks. This is what Wiley has found, and I'm sharing these findings with you. And I discuss it in connection to my my conceptual framework. And I talk about my implications. And at this point, it feels very vulnerable. It feels very naked, because this is what Wiley thinks. It's not like me summarizing literature. It's not me talking about how it's in conversation or how it will be in conversation with other people. I'm telling you how it is. And that's Wiley, and getting used and learning that voice of myself. Or to think about it another way, I think about how my wife is an engineer, and she's a project manager. So she sees things from the design phase to when you contract all the people to make a space functioning. And how I'm a person, when we would go see houses, I love the model because everything was already designed. So when we would go to spaces and places where it wasn't, and they're talking about, and you'll be able to see, and then when you'll be able to see, I was one of those people that I was like, I never saw it. I didn't see it. I need to see the model. And in this case, it's like, what are you talking about? Well, the prelim, if I'm thinking about this in connection to my dissertation, well, the prelim is the model. You're telling them what you will design and what methods you will use. And now I'm at the point where I did it. I did the study, and now I'm adding these parts to my dissertation now, the findings. And here I am telling you I'm looking for a model. And the reality is there isn't one. Yes, there are other people who have conducted research in similar areas. There are people who've done the method CTDA and done semi-structured interviews, but it's still their study, and this is mine. So similarities, but this ain't that. And so for me, it feels like really learning to be confident in my own voice, figuring out what that voice is, and writing from a place to trust myself, and learning how to trust myself when it feels so uncertain. So that's where we're at. that's where we're at today. And some days it just feels like, what in the world are we doing? I call my anxiety Carlito. So very loud. Then you find yourself having to encourage yourself that yes, it's true that it's uncertain. Yes, it's true you've never done this before, but there are a lot of things that you've never done before. And you did them. And it still turned out okay. I had never written any papers before, but now I have. So this is something new. But even when you're saying it, there's a part of you that are like, what are you talking about? I can't see it. I can't see the end. I'm in it. And there's also that, because some people are like, well, Chris, you can't see it because you're so close to it, but you are in the end, or you're walking toward the end. You're closer than you think. And I appreciate all of that. And I realize I can't see it. So I'm gonna just be typing. So, and then it's also that fusing things together, because I'm using these methods, and yes, these methods have been used before, but I'm fusing it in the way that I see it for these particular, artifacts. So that feels like, what in the world are you talking about? Are you breaking it? So it's an experience in itself. So I'm hanging in there. Like I said, I feel proud of myself for having 10 paragraphs now. And I still have more to do for Hood Rat to Head Rat. Probably about another 4 paragraphs more for that. And then we move on to Fag Talk. So it's interesting. It's a journey. Is it anything like I thought? No, but I don't think I could know what I thought, because what did I have to compare it to? It's not like writing a journal article. It's not the same article. It's not the same audience of who I write journal articles for in my day job. It's not even the same field. And again, I've never done a dissertation before. So again, this ain't that. Thanks for listening. Hang in there. Send in support. And love to all. Peace.